It's important to understand what the specifications are and making sure we're setting up our traffic control to those specifications. But again, the traveling public does not necessarily know what we're doing every day, and sometimes things change, so we need to make sure that we do our best to put up the correct signs, make sure our traffic control is visible, because we're trying to guide them away from our work zone the best that we can.
The general concept is to protect not only our employees but the general public. So we got to keep that in mind as Barriere employees, that we're watching out for ourselves, but we're also watching out for the public. So when we're setting out traffic control, we need to be mindful of what the actual driver is going to be looking at to prevent confusion and those type of things. We generally are working next to live traffic, and our first line of defense is the traffic control devices that we put out, and having proper planning to have those traffic control devices in the proper area, designating where that driver needs to go without confusion.
The maintenance of devices should be everybody on the project. When a cone goes down, if it's safe, you should pick it back up and move it and put it in the right spot, no matter who you are. If it's safe. Large jobs that are very lengthy, it takes an effort. It takes a plan to do it. Traffic devices get hit, traffic devices get blown by the wind. You have to have a plan in place constantly to monitor it and get it right.
One of the things that we're asking of the project team, the guys that's on the job every day, superintendents, field engineers, foremen, is that somebody is making a pass back around to look at our traffic control at least once an hour.
My expectation is when I arrive on a job site is that traffic control is installed properly, per plans, per specs. Our guys have certified flaggers, they're positioned in the correct way. I also monitor to make sure that the traffic is flowing at a reasonable rate, we're not holding up the public. A lot of things that I see sometimes is that we end up having a large queue backing up when we probably could have done some things a little different and able to get those passengers through the work zone and more efficiently.
Our policy on the interstates is no one crosses a live lane of traffic, and it's one of the best things we've ever put in place, and it needs constant high priority attention, and it goes for everyone. No one can break the rule.
So when people think of traffic control, they mainly think of vehicle traffic control. But traffic control is not just for vehicle traffic, it's also for pedestrian traffic. Here at the plant, we have dedicated areas for pedestrians to cross to guide them away from mobile equipment and trucks.
When you drive up to a job, you can tell right away by the clarity of the traffic devices. So it has to be clear to the public what we want them to do. If me as an experienced construction manager drive up in a job and have any doubt about it being clear, you can bet that the public's not clear about it. It has to look professional. It has to be clear to the public of what you intend for them to do.